Hello, everyone. I hope you can hear me. Today I will show you a report wizard, and if you have any questions during the webinar, you can ask it, and my colleagues from who are responsible for building the report wizard will try to answer your questions. And before we finish the webinar, I will also try to reply to your questions. And well, yeah. Okay, now I will share the screen with you. Give me a second. Okay. Okay. You can open the report wizard by clicking on the reports menu or on this report wizard menu. And when you click it, you should see a main page. And maybe I will tell, report wizard is a tool that allows you building a completely custom reports. And this is a main component of reporting module in Leon. So you can build reports operating on most of the data that are in Leon. So yeah, when you on the main view, you can see two lists of reports. The first one is my reports. This is a list of reports built by you, and these reports cannot be seen by other operators. So this is your private reports. And the second list is Leon reports section, Leon reports list, and it contains reports built by our team, and these reports are available for all Leon users. So if you want to see some report, you have to click on it. For example, now I open the fuel consumption report, and this is the view which you will use most often, and it presents reports data. On the top of there is a top bar where you can select a date range. So you can, for example, filter data by date range. Oh, there is no data here. Okay. Okay. No. You can also export report to PDF, Excel spreadsheet, and CSV file. And yeah, that's how reports in Leon most often looks like. And if you want to build your own report, you have to go to the list and click Add Report button. And every report in Leon is built of two parts. One part is dataset, and the second part is template layout, report layout template. But first, we will start with defining the dataset. So first of all, you have to select the scope. The scope is a kind of data on which the report operates. So there are, I think now, 7 different scopes: flight, positioning, flight aggregated statistics, trips, FTL duty, invoices, and quote. So, and we are planning to add a few more, for example, endorsements or roster. So, but most often you will use this flight because this is the main resource we have in Leon. So I'm selecting a flight. Let's assume that I want to build a report showing ferry flights. First, I will set the data range because I have data only in the past. This is a demo account, so it's not complete, but okay. And first of all, we have to name the report. I want to build a report showing only ferry flights, so I will name it ferry flights. Okay. And now I have to decide what data fields, what columns should be shown on the report. By default, Leon selects a few most basic columns, but I want to have something more. So on the left side of the screen, there is a available fields panel on which you can select columns, fields used in the report. In case of flight scope, there are over 200 different fields. So I suggest you using the filter input to find columns you want to use. In my case, I have already date, flight number, aircraft, STD, airport of departure, airport of destination, STA. So, but I want my report to show also the city of departure and city of arrival. Okay, so I type city, and now Leon suggests me a few different columns containing city name, and I will use this city plan, airport departure city plan, and airport of destination city. And also, I want my report to contain also the tax capacity. Okay, when I select the columns, I can refresh the screen. Leon will show me a report containing all edit columns, but I don't like the order, the column order in that report, so I can change it. You can do it by opening this columns menu and dragging columns and sorting these columns into the right order. For example, I want this city to be right after airport of destination. So I will put it here, and this one I will put it here, and okay, and I want to change also the order of STD, SSD. Okay, so now the columns are sorted, but still my reports includes too many flights. There are not only ferry flights, but also PAX flights and all other types of flights. So I have to filter the flight report. To do it, you have to just press this filter icon here, and here you will see all applied filters and the add button. If you click on this add button, you will be able to select different filters. You can filter the flights by very, very many criteria. So there are really a lot of different filters here over D. So I will search something with ferry in the name. Okay, there is ferry. So I'm clicking on it. I am selecting yes to mark that I want to show only the ferry flights. Okay, and now my report is ready. It contains only ferry flights sorted by date of departure, and yeah. So my report is ready, so I can save it. Just please save. And We'll go back to the main view. Okay, and my report is here. I can now use it. If I select the period longer, I forgot to tell you one more thing. If you select the period longer than 3 months, then Leon will not be able to generate this report instantly. You will have to order it and wait 1-2 minutes until it will be generated. So when you select this the period longer than 3 months, you will see this in background button. When you click on it, Leon will schedule generating report in the background, and after a very short period of time, here you should be able to download that report. And yeah, you have to just click this download link, and it will you and save it on your disk. Okay, but let's go back to the report. By default, Leon shows all data set built in the view I showed you previously in the single table containing all flights, all data. But you can modify the layout of data, or the layout of the report, and build totally different reports. And do this by clicking on this edit template button. When you click it, you should see the interface very similar to the documents manager or email template manager. You can modify and build templates using Tweak template language. This is a very easy programming language. If you some IT people, IT in your company, there for sure there are some people who can use it. Now I will. Let's assume that I don't want my all flights to be shown in the table. I want to split this table into multiple tables, showing flights of one aircraft. I have before our meeting, before our webinar, I prepared template which will do that. It's only a small modification of the default template. And now okay, and if I save it, you can see that the reports, I broke the report to 4 different tables. Each table shows data of single aircraft, and I should fix styling because there is no proper margins, and yeah, but you can do this also in this template. I will not show it now because it will take me some time to edit the styles, but you can believe me that this is possible to do this. And my example was very simple. I just split this data to a few tables, but you can build much more complicated and advanced templates. I will show you one report which I built before our webinar. I called it new. This is the report operating on the quotes data from new sales model, and I modified the template to replace tables with charts. I used in this case, this is a donut chart and 2 bar charts. So this can be done very easily using this edit template page. it may seem to be complicated, but really it's not. If you want to build such reports after our webinar, you can contact me or our support team, and we'll help you to do that. This is really not very difficult. Okay, and if you are a data analyst or data scientist, then our reporting module maybe not be enough for you. Maybe perhaps you want to generate some much more advanced reports, doing some statistical analysis or much complicated things. Maybe sometimes you may want to connect data from Leon with data from the different software. That, for example, you want to generate reports showing your quotes data and data from your accounting software. So this is also possible, but you have to use more advanced tools. There are softwares like Google Data Studio or Kulik. These applications are business intelligence softwares which can be used to operate on data coming from different software, not only aviation softwares, but all different kinds of software. And if you want to connect to feed this software with data from Leon, you can do it by going back to this page. Here you can see this very small share icon. If you click on it, you can create a link, shareable link, that allows to access the report without being logged to the Leon. I mark that I check that I want to get my data in JSON format. Click this share link. I have to name it somehow. Let's say ferry. And when I click share, I get the shareable link is generated. You must copy it, and now you can use it to feed the data from Leon to other software. The simplest usage of this shareable link is just to bookmark it in the browser, so you will be able to download the reports by single click without logging to the Leon. So if you generate some report very, very often, you can use this function. But this is the simplest usage. But you can also, I will show you. I have to change the sharing settings. Give me a second. Okay. Now you can see the report I built in Jupyter in the Jupyter Notebook. Jupyter Notebook, this is a software, it's a basic tool used by most of the data scientists, data analytics, and it's really easy. It requires only a basic programming skills. You don't have to be a programmer. You only need some basic programming skills, and you can use different programming languages like Python, R, or Julia. These languages are the most popular among data scientists. So, and it's for free. That is also important. And here I prepared a Jupyter Notebook showing also the quotes data, but I wanted my report to show revenue grouped by the power of customer and the aircraft aircraft registration. So I just paste my link here and generates applies few simple operations to generate these reports. Okay, and yes, as you can see, data from Leon are here. And what is the most important is that every time you open such report, data are fetched from Leon automatically. So you don't have to copy paste data between the system. It's this Jupyter notebook is automatically feeded from Leon, and this is really a great way of building very, very complicated reports. Okay, maybe now I will stop. Okay. Now I will tell you what are our plans for the future. We want to add a few additional scope. Now we'll be building the endorsement scope, which will show endorsement data, pilot licenses, qualifications, and the second, we also want to create a roster scope showing crew duties, because now we have only this FTL duty scope, which shows FTL duty periods, but not. But you cannot use it to generate reports, for example, calculating pilot off days. So we want to add additional scope operating on the pilots rosters. Also, we are planning. This is a quite often requested feature. Our users want to schedule to be able to schedule sending reports via email. So you will be able to define that you want, for example, that you want to receive some particular reports every week or every month. Then Leon will send it to your email automatically. And also we are planning to do, this is what we are working on it now. You will be able to sort data by different columns, not only by, now all data are sorted chronologically, so by date. Okay. Do you have any questions? Because I see that the question panel is empty. Okay. So maybe I will wait 1 minute and then finish the webinar. So if you have some questions, ask it now. Okay. No. Okay. Okay. There's one question. Is it possible to manually edit the columns area? What do you mean edit the columns area? You can wait, give me a second. You can order the columns, so change the order of columns. You can add, remove columns, and if you want, but also you can change. You give me a second. You can modify the template. So, for example, you can, I don't know, join few columns into one column, or make different operations. You can change the background of the column, the style of the column using this template. editor. So you can completely change the, I don't know, you can, for example, highlight some column and do whatever you want. I don't know this if it's. For example, I want to find the difference between planned versus actual, but it does not exist as a column, so it would be useful to edit it manually. Yes. First of all, if you find that some column is missing, it's not available, so if you cannot find some column using this interface, then just send us an email and we'll add column. But if columns are already available and only you want to make some basic maths, for example, showing the difference between some plan and realization time, hour or block hour, I don't know, block time, flight time, or some other data, you can use this template. You can calculate. You can do some basic maths in the template. This is what I did in revenue report. I took the data. I took the data from quotes, grouped this data by aircraft, customer, and assignee, and presented it. So yes, you can do some basic maths in this templates editor. Yes. After you create a report, you can check the visible only for me to go. Otherwise, the report will be visible to all your team members. Yes, that's correct. If you want to make a report private, and by private I mean that no other users from your company will be able to see it, you can check this visible only to me tick, save, and then no other user will be able to see it on the list. And in this visibility column, you will see only me, not company, because company means all people in my company can see it. Only me means only I can see it. Okay, Flor, can anybody view our safe reports like it's if visibility is company, then only people from this means that only people from all people having access to report wizard from your company can see that report. If it's only me, it means that only you, of course, if you have privilege to see this report wizard, can see it. But my reports sections cannot be seen by user from different operators. This is your company report, and other companies cannot see it. Okay, Florian, for example, the revenue report you show, does it take info from the new sales model only, or also from the old sales model? Because some of our sales employees still use the old sales model. Okay, it takes data only from the new sales model, and we are not going to create new scope showing data from old sales model. But this week, we are working on the tool that will allow you to migrate data, the quotes and price lists from the old sales model to the new sales model. So I encourage you to migrate to the new sales model. The new sales model has all the features the old sales model has, and plus many more. So and it's still developed. And if you need some changes to the new sales model, you can request it, and then we will think about implementing it. This is the new sales model is still being developed. This is the model we are focusing on. So I would suggest you moving to the new sales model. And next week we'll be publishing the tool which will simplify migrating to the new sales model. So yeah, I will contact you when this migration tool is ready, so we can try. Is it possible to connect the report to Excel file and automatically update a new data as new data enter Leon? It's not possible. If technically it's possible, but you would have to use some external tool like Zapier, or build some custom integration, or OfficeBot, because this is also the software which can do that. But it's not possible without using some external software technically, because you must build some code that will have access to Leon and also to the Excel file stored somewhere. I don't know, on your Google Drive, on your FTP server, or somewhere else. So it's not available using only Leon. This is a custom, completely custom software you have to build to do it. So unfortunately, it's not possible. Yeah. You can only build some script to download fresh report automatically from Leon every day, every week, but you cannot mutate the single file every day. But I know that some of our customers use this report wizard to build a backup system, and it's used to copy data from Leon to some other storage that I don't know. It can be also Excel file. So yes, but this is on your. The work will be on your site. Okay. Any other questions? Okay. Will the report wizard replace the custom flights list report, or will it coexist with each other? Yes, we are going to. We do not know when, but we are planning to disable custom flights lists in the future. We don't know when. It will not happen during next 6 months, but as I know, almost everything what is possible to do using custom flights list is possible. It can be done also using report wizard, and even much more. On this report wizard, you have access to over 200 different data fields and over 50 different filters, and while on the custom flights there's less than half of columns and filters available. So if you find some columns or filter missing that are available on custom flight list, then let us know, and we will add it to custom flights list. So, but we do not want to maintain two different features, functionalities doing the same thing. So we built Report Wizard because we received a lot of requests from our users. The users wanted us to make custom flights lists to be able to save different reports built by custom flights under the different names. So that's why we built. We couldn't do this in custom flights list, so we decided to pre-build a report wizard, which is much more powerful, and that's the history of report wizard. And we don't know when we will disable custom flights list. For sure, it's not very soon, but we will do it. I don't know when, but we will do it. Okay. So. Okay. Okay. I hope you enjoyed the webinar. This was my first webinar. I hope it went quite well. And if you want to discuss Florian, how would you suggest the management of an operator to use the repos in their advantage? How would you suggest the management of an operator to use the? It's a difficult question, and I'm not sure if I understand it correctly. But Report Wizard allows you to analyze your data very, very deeply, and I know that, and so you can use it to analyze your revenue, your costs, to find what roads are more profitable, what are the most common roads. So for sure it has for sure you can generate very, very deep, very complicated and very advanced sales reports. Moreover, one very interesting thing is this FTL duty scope. The FTD now Leon can calculate FTL and check the very different FTL factors like maximum flight duty, rest period, rest reduction, and a lot of different things. But we receive a lot of requests from our customers, which our customers are required by their CAAs to supply reports showing different FTL statistics. For example, how many times there was some rest reduction. And reports which are not described in OM7 chapter, which are required by different CAAs and which are not regulated by EASA or some other FTL regulations, which are and this FTL report wizard allows creating such reports. For example, how often there was an early night or early start during 3 consecutive days. And so because nowadays very often some CAAs want operators to supply reports even if these FTLs were correcting according to the EASA regulations, but still they want some additional reports. And this kind of reports can be built using this report wizard. So this is also very important for it may be very important for the operators. I hope this is what you were asking for, or you were asking, yeah? Because okay. Do we have any other questions? Oh, thank you, thank you, Florian. If you want to discuss it more deeply, we can also schedule some meeting and discuss it. So yeah, yeah. And I will contact you regarding this sales model migration next week or probably next week. We'll see. Okay, thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed, and I hope in the future I will make at least one more webinar, and yeah. Thank you very much. See you. Bye.